Hello, hello. This is Pauline from Pauline Art Stuff. And today I've got a special episode for you that I might have some more episodes of in the future. And it's called a series that I'm just starting, which is called A Flashback in Time. And today we're going to do a flashback in time to my Disney coloring time when I did a lot of Disney fan art for my Disney storybook. And today I would like to show you some drawings from Snow White. And I'm also going to show you my Bambi and my Pinocchio. So that is today's episode. And if you like these kind of thing and you would like to see more of them, like more episodes with other stories that I've done in the past, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section to let me know that you want to see more of these. And yeah, besides that, let's get started. So I've got this lovely sketchbook in which I made some ideas for like my storybooks that I want to make. This is a drawing I made in 2014 apparently. So that's a really old one with pen and some colored pencils. But basically what I did is like I designed the outside of like stories that I want to make. So these are like numbers that I placed on the pages. This is the design that I went for with Dumbo, but I had several, as you can see. So see, this is the design that I came up with in the end. So that's what I made for Dumbo. But as you can see, I also did the same for the 101 Dalmatian, Pinocchio, Bambi, Alice in Wonderland, several designs, you see? So I was testing stuff out. And then I've got like a storyboard thing for Pinocchio, or at least the start of it. And that is what I used to do for like every story. So this is, for instance, Cinderella. As you can see, this is Cinderella. But yeah, it's just ideas of what I wanted to do. And this is Rapunzel. And then I've got some more over here for like how I wanted numbers. Maybe some designs for Bambi probably. More letters. See, even more letters. This was for Beauty and the Beast. Some designs that I made. Pocahontas apparently. Also some Little Mermaid. This is the letters that I used in the Little Mermaid. I also made some designs for Alice in Wonderland. So as you can see, it's a whole bunch of everything. So this ended up being the design for my Beauty and the Beast. I think it was this one that I liked a lot. So that's what I used. But as you can see, I also made some black designs. And like I made like whole... Like this is all pages, so I written down what I wanted on each page for Cinderella, and then for Pocahontas, and Alice in Wonderland, even with some thumbnails, as you can see. So this is how it starts for me when I'm planning stuff out. And then, yeah, there's some random sketches in here, but that's not the point. We're just here for the story things from my Disney book. So that is how it starts. And I had loads of screen caps and pictures from the movie on my tablet and on my computer at the time. And then I make my drawing, which I've got this wonderful carton box, as you can see. It's like made with plastic and stickers on it. And it says Disney book drawings, basically, with loads of... little Winnie the Pooh stickers. Here is where I keep all my finished pages for my Disney storybook. And when I open it up, it looks something like this. Let me show you like this. So I got my Faber-Castell tin in here. And then I got an overview of all the movies that I knew back then. And then I've got these tabs with the name of the movies. And that's where I place them behind if I finish something. So this whole chunk here is Snow White. So that is what we're gonna have a look at today. Because I think that is the only one that I finished. So let me pull it out. So let me also show you the overview page. So as you can see, I've written them down by year. So I started with the oldest one, which is Snow White, and then Pinocchio, Dumbo, Bambi, and so on and so forth. So I only took the ones that I like. And the last one I've written down was Raya and the Lost Dragon, which wasn't even out back then. So that says enough about how long ago I did all of this. And then I've got Snow White over here, and that's where it starts. So this is the part that I have actually completed. As you can see, I've got like these lovely ribbons on the left that I sewed on, basically. As you can see, I sewed it on with like this thread that has the same color as my paper. So it's a bit fragile. And then I made these drawings with my Faber-Castell Polychromos. So I drew all of this with pencil. And then I used just a black gel pen, basically, to make the lines. And then I colored them in. But you can see that I completely smooshed the whole paper. And it's back and front for all of them. So basically, I drew all of this myself, and I written down the story in Dutch. So I'm just gonna show you them one by one. And yeah, so I also put these stickers on there with the numbers, so I knew which page it was. So let me just keep flipping them, because that's basically the point of today. Like, there's some damages, but yeah, this is what I used to do before I did coloring in coloring books. This is what I did. So yeah, they're not all pretty, like, look at that face, like, nah. But yeah, this is really old, you know, like, I like to just color and make my Disney storybook, because that was my goal back then. So this is really old, but I still love it. It makes my day. Like, this took me hours and hours to do. So I drew all of them by hand, and then I did all these lines with my gel pens and colored them bit by bit. It took me days to color each and every one of them. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Every time I look at this, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what I was doing that day. So yeah, this is my Snow White one. As you can see, it's quite a big stack, and it's all front and back. But yeah, it is old. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. It turns out so beautiful in the forest. Look at that, with all those eyes in the background. So cute. Yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I also used some gold paint pen on the letters, but it has been like smooshed and faded over time. But my Polychromos pencils have endured, as you can see. The color is still lovely. But yeah, this is basically what I did every day, almost every day, for like the last so many years before I discovered coloring books. Because this is what I love. I love Disney. So you can imagine how long this might take me to do. Because first of all, I make all the drawings, and then I slowly add in all the line work one by one on each page. And then I'd start coloring, but that takes like days to do a page like this, because you can see how much pigment there is, which is nice, but yeah, it takes a lot of time. Like, some of them I like a lot more than others. Like, I really like this one because of the vibrant colors. So yeah, they're not all big pictures, like full pages, but some are like separated in several. I really like this one with the little beds of the dwarfs. So cute, the little squirrels and the deer, and then they come home. I like how I did like the blue purpley tone in the shadow part, and then into the lighter part where the lantern is. Yeah, sometimes I'm even surprised of what I did back then. So yeah, this is one of those pages that I split up. You see, it's more like a comic book, because I just took pictures wherever I could find them, and I would mix and match them to what I like to see. So like this fighting scene with them making a mess is stuff I like to see. So yeah, this is also funny. Like, and then they find out that it's such a lovely girl. Yeah, I love these ones. So yeah, this was my daily routine for years and years. And I used to post them on my Instagram every single day, an update for the page I was working on at the time. So usually you saw like updates every day, and then after a couple of days it was finished. And that's what I loved to do back in the day. And I still like it, but I stopped at some point because I got really ill. And even after that, I started it up again, but I stopped again because I started diamond painting. I really like this one as well. So colorful. Like, I like the greens, the contrast between all of this. Just really speaks, just like this one. Usually, like, the villains are not my favorite, but with this one, I really like the result of the pages. Look at this. Turning into the hag. I love it. So yeah, I have stopped doing these quite some years ago when I started to do more diamond paintings because my hand became worse and worse and it hurts more and more. So that's when I stopped doing this stuff and I did diamond painting instead. I also really like this one. But you can see that I really smooshed the paper. If I do like this, you see how shiny? I completely saturated it back then. But because I wasn't able to do that anymore at some point, I stopped. Because I wanted it to be in the same style. So I'm happy that I finished this one at the very least. But I did do more, but not that many. Like I got a lot of drawings that are not done, that I'm still working on back in the day. I have not restarted doing them anymore. Like these don't have the ribbon yet, you see? It's only the holes. But the pictures are done. So yeah, this paper is pretty, has quite a bit of texture. So it takes forever to fill it up and make it completely black like I did over here. But I enjoy doing these like day in, day out. Doing little bits every single time. But I call it for hours on end, like the whole day through, you know, with breaks, of course. Whenever I was free or not working, or I always was drawing and coloring. But this was around the time when I was no longer able to actually work. So that's when I did this during the day instead, to keep myself busy. But yeah, I'm pretty consistent with how I color them because I kept using the same colors over and over again. Look at how evil this one is. So evil. So happy. Even the lightning effect from outside is actually beautiful. I really like this one as well with the water reflections. Yeah, lovely. And we're almost at the end for this one. And then the lovely caskin that she's in. Yeah, I like it. I like how I did the flowers. I did not draw them all in, but I did make the colors as if there are more flowers, which I like. And then the kiss. Yeah, it's a bit muddied here and there, like on the face. I don't know why. Maybe it's smooshed a bit. Like the same with this one, you see? It's not the most beautiful thing ever, but I still like it, you know? Like it shows me what I did back then. And then that's the end. So that is everything from my Snow White story. So yeah, that is really nice. Like look at that, a whole stack of papers. I really like seeing them all together like that. So yeah, that is like the only one that I actually have finished. So yeah, I also already did quite a lot on my Bambi storybook, which we can have a look at if you want to. So let's open my my box and see if I can find my Bambi. Yes, this is Bambi. So let's take them out because I know I did quite a lot. So this is Bambi. So let me place this one on top of Snow White so I know where Bambi starts. So Bambi has a bit of a different design, as you can see. It has these flowers on the edge in the red border. But yeah, I try to make like a separate design for each book. So these are the pages that I finished already. So yeah, it's the exact same idea, just a different design with a different story. And again, really blended out again. Shiny. But yeah, I love looking at them. Like it has been ages since I've done this. And this is what I love to do. Like making it really vibrant and colorful. So this is what I started my Instagram for back in the day. I think it was 2017, 16. I don't even know when I started my Instagram, like a long time ago. And I only posted my Disney drawings back then. And I started posting with Snow White. And from that point onwards, I just posted what I was working on. So it was also like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, you name it. It was all there. But it just makes me happy seeing this nostalgic kind of drawings. Some are actually pictures that I found from storybooks and others are just from screen caps from the movie. So I've got folders and folders full of pictures of the movies, which I then decided which ones I wanted in the book and which ones I didn't. And then I made those little thumbnails. And that's how I filled it up, because I also needed space for the story. Like here, there's a lot of story. But some have more text than others. But that was also part of why I chose to include certain pages over others. Then we get the snow. I always love to color snow. So I still do. I found out. I still like to color snow. And yeah, you can see I used all the colors like pink, purple, even some green, some yellow. Like you can see so many shades in the snow. That's what I like to do. Use a really colorful, because snow is never completely white. But I do like the vibrant look of this. Same with the eyes. I also have some green in there and pink, purple. Yeah, I like it. Like this is still my style of coloring. I always have loved vibrant colorings. Always. This one's a bit messy. I still like it. He's so sad, you know. His mom probably died. Yeah, and then he grew up. So I'm almost done, it seems like. Maybe I am done. Because these are the last few scenes, I think. I did not know I was already this far in with Bambi. No, this is not the end yet, see? Because now they're dancing together. And then there's the fire and everything. So it's not the end of the movie. But I did get really far with Bambi, as you can see. So what does the rest of the book look like, you might ask? So I will pause you and I'll be right back. And I grab the folder where the drawings are in. Alright, and I'm back with a folder that I already opened up. Like it has this elastic. And I've got tons of these. This is one of the thinnest ones that I have. I've got like about, how many do I have? 3, 6, 7, 8. I think I've got 9 right now of these kind of folders, but the other ones are much thicker. So as you can see, this is Pinocchio. That's not the one we were looking for, but I know, like there's also sketches in here, like Dumbo, Bambi. So here's the rest of Bambi. That is what I was looking for. So let me put this to the side. And then we'll have a look at the rest of Bambi. So I always have like these old, really old papers. You can see it's really old. It has discolored and everything. So yeah, this is where it continues basically. So as you can see, these are only done with gel pen, but there's no coloring on it yet. So this is the ending of Bambi. So let's have a look at the uncolored versions of the rest of Bambi. So yeah, I was almost at the end actually. Not much to do for Bambi. So as you can see, I did not do the design, but on the last one I actually did, as you can tell. So this one already has the design on the outside, and then this is the end. You see? So I also did that already. But yeah, this is basically everything that I have for Bambi. But as you can see, they are not yet colored, but they have the lines. So now I'm going to show you one that doesn't have the lines yet. Let me put this to the side. Let me open up my folder again. Let's have a look at Pinocchio. Let's just take out this whole section of Pinocchio, because it's quite a bit of paper. Like you see, this is just a whole stack, and this is all for Pinocchio. So probably this part is probably already more done than the part behind it. So what does that look like? This is like a protection sheet with wax, you see. So this already has like the drawings as well. So probably all of this is drawings. Yeah, exactly, see? All drawings. They're all ready to be colored. So this is something that we could color as well together. So I think, yeah, this is where I left off. So now this is the last one that I did with gel pen. Look, now we get the pencil work. So this is Pinocchio crying in the cage. And that's where I left off. So that is why there's like this sheet that I always protect, like the pages where I'm working on. So here is Geppetto searching for Pinocchio. So that is what it looks like when I'm not done yet. So you see there's the birds in the bird nest when he's lying, when his crows is snowing, growing. But yeah, that is what it looks like when I'm still working. So I've got like these sheets in between all of them. But yeah, I already drew quite a lot of them. So probably the ones behind this might not be drawn in yet. So you see, I literally draw them out with pencil. And then I go over it with with the gel pen. But these ones I apparently have colored a little bit. So let me put this on top of this one. So yeah, I think then this one might be done. Yes, so this one is already colored in. So as you can see, I just do whatever I feel like. So this one is a work in progress. So this is what it usually looks like when I'm still working on it. But yeah, there's a lot more where that came from. So that is Dumbo, actually. That is not Pinocchio. So this is what it looks like when I'm still working on them. So then you can see like an in-between stage as well. But I know I've done a lot of Dumbo as well. Like even stuff that is finished, see? So there's a lot that is still in progress, and there's also a lot that I'm still working on, like even another Bambi. So it's like a bit of a mess, this pile. Like there's lost pages in between. And I should actually figure this out, what is what, before I continue. Alright, so I was editing and I realized I missed a part of my Pinocchio that I'm going to show you right now. So this is actually the beginning of the story of Pinocchio. As you can see, these are also already colored, and I totally forgot to show you them. So I really like how this one just catches your eye like bang, you know, like I love it with Jiminy Cricket. So yeah, let's flip these few as well. So this is the book from the beginning of the movie, which is lovely. I really like that page. And then we get the toy shop from Geppetto, where he enters. And then he's making Pinocchio, which I like as well. I really like that one. And then we see him dancing as a doll, and I made like a little side picture in the picture. For like, I just loved it too much to not include it, basically. And then he's wishing on the star for a real boy. And that's where the blue fairy comes in. So I already have some colored of the blue fairy, as you can see, which I love. And oh, that one's actually before this one, I think. Yeah, so this one should have been first. And then this happens. And then yeah, you see him becoming a real boy. So yeah, I really like how I colored this with the bright light around her. I just used the color of the paper for the white. And yeah, look how vibrant. I love it. I just absolutely love it. And then we have a few more. So they're dancing on the music. And then he wakes up and he's like, what the heck is happening? Look at that. And then he's so happy that he has a real boy. And that is actually everything that I've colored. I also really like this one with the goldfish. So that is everything that I've colored. And then it picked up back here. Alright, again, future editing, Pauline here. I found my storybook page for Pinocchio. So this is like a part of it, basically, not everything, but you can see that I'm like mixing and matching. So if I do like a circle around, it means that this page and that page, I want them side by side in the storybook. So that is what I found. And then these you've already seen. So let me flip them for you as well, just so that you see them in order. Like this is the one I showed you that was a work in progress. You've seen these ones, but not nicely. So I will show you them one by one this time. So yeah, the fox, the tricky fox. He's not listening to Jiminy Cricket, basically, and he's leaving because he wants to be famous, I think. Yeah, see, he's gonna be famous. And there we are at this theater. And he's dancing with these lovely Dutch dolls and Russian and whatever they are. I like this scene so much. And then with the gold coins, really lovely. And then he puts him in the cage. So this is part that I haven't shown you before. Like I only showed you part of it. And this is where it started to become like the ones I showed you with the pencil. So let's skip through these ones quite quickly. That is the one with the birds. And then we have this one, which we have seen. And this was the last one that I showed you. But then I found some more, which was hidden behind the Dumbo. So this is one that I did with pencil. And then this one where they're in like the cafeteria or something, like a bar. You know, something like that. And he's showing the money to bring them to the island, basically. And so that is everything that I've drawn. So that's why this is there. And then the rest of the pages are blank like this. But I did make all these lines like on each and every one of them. They all have a page number already. And that is basically everything that I've done so far for these 3 stories. So yeah, back to the original video. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in it, and I hope to see you for my next video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye!